Hey, what's up, guys? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It's 8:24 a.m. Tuesday morning, September the 24th, 2024, year of our Lord. Oh man, it's not a beautiful morning this morning. It's very, very, very cloudy, and rain is expected to start sometime today. I don't know when, but it is supposed to rain today, and I'm living on a prayer right now. I'm hoping I can get everything done. And it's already starting. It's drizzling right now. But I just left a property to give a quote for mowing and bush trimming, and to trim crepe myrtles in the winter, and to put out rocks in the winter, this winter, and to keep their bed sprayed. And I just texted the lady the price. I was supposed to go do it yesterday, but had a rough day yesterday, man, and I didn't get to make it out there. Plus, I had to get to my daughter's class ring ceremony yesterday. It was at 5:30, and then my oldest boy, he had a soccer game at 7:15. So I didn't get home last night until about 9:30, and it was just no time for anything. So went ahead and done that today. That way I went ahead and did it this morning. That way there would be absolutely no excuse of why I couldn't get it done. And do you guys do that, man? Do you I do from time to time. If I know that I've got a busy day ahead of me and I'm got a lot going on and there's probably not going to be a possibility of me getting by there in the evening, I go ahead and get the quote done early in the morning. And if I get caught up by the darkness while I'm mowing, I've got a headlamp that I can put on and mow grass with my headlamp on, just to finish up a yard. I'm not going to start a yard in the dark, but if I do get caught by darkness, I will finish the yard out. That way it's not looking stupid. You know what I mean? But yeah, the Turfmaster, man, the Turfmaster. Oh, by the way, I did pick up a new yard yesterday, but the Turfmaster, man, don't get me started on that doggone Turfmaster. I'm so pissed off about that thing, but I'm letting it go. I'm not gonna let it bother me. It really put a damper on things yesterday. There was a yard I had to push back to today. Is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna borrow the recycler from my mom. I used to have the 22-inch Toro recycler, and when I bought the Turfmaster, I gave the recycler to Mama because her mower quit working on her. And what happens is I mow her yard bi-weekly, and she mows it the weeks that I can't get over there. And sometimes I do wind up mowing hers weekly, like after church or something like that. If I know she's not in town or can't get to it, I'll go over there and mow it for her on a Sunday. But for the most part, she mows it on the off weeks. Well, the grass is slowing down enough right now to where she can actually get by with once a month mowing, but I do come over there and mow it bi-weekly just to keep it looking crispy. But I called her yesterday. She's actually in Connecticut right now with some friends, and asked her if I could get her recycler until mine got out of the shop. And she told me to go right on ahead. And well, I haven't taken mine to the shop yet. I cleaned out the carburetor last night. I put a new air filter on it, put a new spark plug in it, changed the oil filter, everything. None of that was due. Oh, and I also blew out the breather hose on the gas tank. There's a little, if you have a Turfmaster, you know what I'm talking about. There's a hose that comes off of the gas tank. It's a breather hose that creates a vacuum inside the gas tank, and sometimes you got to blow that out because it just gets debris in it from off of the mower deck and the engine and everything else. But it still won't crank. I don't know what the hell's going on with it, but I'm gonna take it to Harry's probably Friday, and I'm gonna let them know that this is the third time that this mower has done this to me. I brought it in there once for them to fix it. The second time I fixed it, and this time I want it fixed, and I want it fixed right. If it's a problem with the carburetor, I want them to put a new carburetor on there. And it pisses me off because it's a damn design flaw is what it is. I looked it up last night, and there's several common issues with these mowers. One is the parking brake. It will mess up on you, and you'll have a runaway mower if your transmission bell gets bent just the slightest bit. You'll have a runaway mower. Parking brake won't work. So you got to cut the cable on that to keep that from happening. So I went ahead and cut the cable. I didn't realize that was a thing, so I went ahead and cut the cable. And of course, you've got the breather hose issue. You got to keep that blown out. And then you've got what else? The engine will come loose from the mower itself, and you've got to keep that tightened up. If not, you'll have to run a tap into the engine, the bolt holes on the engine. You have to rethread those bolt holes, because it'll come loose and start wobbling around and waller the hole out. That's a bad problem there. But so I went ahead and checked on that. That's good. And also the needles inside the carburetor will get clogged up, and the only way to fix that, unless you have the tools to do it with, I do not have the tools to do it with, but the only way to fix that is to, take it to a dealership and let them deal with it. Or you can put a new carburetor on there, an aftermarket carburetor. But the thing, it will get flooded out so bad that you will have fuel actually dripping out of the air filter compartment, and you will also lock the engine down, because the engine compartment itself, the crankcase, will fill up with fuel, and there will be so much in there that it will lock the engine down, and you can't even pull the cord. So, and that actually happened the very first time I had to take it to the shop to get it fixed. That's what happened. Well, in my opinion, those things should be a warranty issue. This is a Toro Turfmaster issue. If you disagree, let me know and explain why you disagree. But for that not to be a damn warranty issue blows my mind. I mean, that's mind-blowing to me. And I don't know if it's my dealership that doesn't warranty those things, or if it's Toro itself that does not warranty those things. But I think that's a crock of shit. If I'm being 100% honest, that's exactly what I think. And that lets me know that I need to get this thing fixed, and I need to get rid of it ASAP, because I'm fixing to have a whole lot of issues, and it's fixing to be a money pit. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy another. I'm probably done with Toro. I mean, that pisses me off. I mean, that really does. The recycler is a great mower. Never had a problem with the recycler. The only problem I had out of that is the one of the back wheels, the bracket that holds the back wheel bent. But that's a simple problem, man. That ain't nothing there. You can take a pair of doggone channel locks or a crescent wrench or something and bend it back straight. That ain't no big deal. And you also got to understand that the recycler that I had is a residential mower, so it's not meant for the abuse that commercial lawn care providers put it through. Well, it's a great mower, and it is a phenomenal mower. I have zero problems out of the recycler, and I probably won't get another recycler, just because of the simple fact it's a Toro, and I'm pissed off about it. I'm done with Toro, but I'm getting this thing fixed, and as soon as it's fixed, I'm putting a price tag on it. And if any of you guys are interested, I highly recommend that you don't buy it, but hit me up. I'll cut you a deal on it. But I can't be having a mower that's a money pit like this, man, because I'm actually losing money with this mower. The mower, it's almost paid for itself. My wife paid cash for it. She gave it to me for my birthday. but it is almost paid for itself. Not quite. But, and now I'm having issues. This is the 4th issue that I've had with it. And the first 2 times cost me money. And I want to say it was like 60 or 70 bucks or something like that, because it wasn't a warranty issue. And you think about it, guys, you have to do this once or twice a month, or once or twice every 2 months. That adds up, man. It's hard to make money off of a piece of equipment when it's doing that. And not to mention the fact that my dealership is so backed up right now, it's going to be over a month before I get it back. I can't do that, guys. I can't do that. So, yeah, this thing is fixing to get fixed for good. It's for sale. As soon as it's fixed, and I'm going to ask the dealership how much they would charge me to sell it. If they're going to charge me an arm and a leg to do it, I'm going to sell it myself. And I'm going to do some research, find out what kind of price I need to put on it. Thing's got less than 30 hours on it. I mean, just about 30 hours. And I'm already having all kinds of issues. But this is terrible. It really is. And so I'm probably going to go with a Skag. Well, if I'm being 100% honest, I'm probably just going to go to, Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that, and buy a cheap residential Husqvarna mower, because you can't buy Honda mowers anymore, brand new. They don't make them, which sucks, because that's the best push mower ever made, in my opinion. But I've got to have a push mower. I mean, I'm dropping all of my push mowing clients next year, but I need to have one on backup. And plus, I really like to push mow my yard. I like my yard to be push mowed. I like the way it looks when I'm done. So, yeah, I'm going to have a push mower, but it's not going to be no doggone $3,000 commercial piece of equipment. I can tell you that. But, anyway, guys, now that I've got that out of my system, hope y'all are having a great day, because I am. And the lady just texted me back. I haven't read the text yet, because I'm actually talking to you guys on my phone right now. But it's going to be a good day, man. I'm going to be dodging rain today. But I also wanted to talk about the Hustler Trim Star, man. I'm faced with a dilemma. And I wish I would have thought about this last year before I bought those 2 machines that I bought, the Right Stander X and the Right Stander Intensity. I love both mowers. They are absolutely great mowers. I have 0 complaints about the mowers at all whatsoever. Take that back. The Right Stander Intensity is the only mower that I have a complaint on, and that complaint is very minute, and that's the deck height, the deck pitch adjustment. It's a flat out job to adjust the deck pitch on the Right Stander Intensity. But that is not a deal breaker for me. It is a phenomenal mower, leaves a beautiful cut. As long as you check the tire pressure and the deck pitch every day, it is a beautiful cut. You take care of it. You can use it to mulch up grass clippings and make yards look absolutely phenomenal. Or you can use it as a rough cut mower. One of the two. Just leave that chute wide open, blow everything out. That's really customer preference. But you can also buy the grass gobbler, hook that thing up, and take off with it, man, and you can bag grass clippings with it. I have 0 complaints about either one of the 2 Right Standers that I have. I love those mowers. But the problem is, living in Augusta, Georgia, we have tons of hills around here. Now, it's not like it is up in North Georgia, Atlanta, and above. I live in East Central Georgia, right on the fall line here in Georgia, and we do have a lot of hills. And that kind of creates an issue, man. You have to go extremely slow on the mowers, and because you can't go across the hill every single time you do it. If you do, it'll leave drive tracks. A lot of the landscapers in my area do go the same direction every single time, and a lot of those customers call people like me because I know better than doing that. But yeah, those Right Standers, man, some of the hills we have in this area, they don't, and it's not just ride standards. I mean, I hear people complaining about the Toro grandstand, the Gravely Pro Stance, and the Skag V rides as well, and even the new Grasshopper stand-on mowers. You got people around here complaining about those, and but I'm gonna try out a a Hustler Trim Star. Probably, I don't know, probably the beginning of August next year of 2025. I'm gonna demo one. I'm gonna see if I can get a demo, and I want to find out how long I can demo one. I'd like to have one for 2 or 3 weeks, because that, in my opinion, you need to have one for at least 2 weeks. If you have a lot of bi-weekly properties, I think you should demo a mower for at least 2 weeks, not just one property and done. But see what happens. See if it'll cost me a lot of money. I don't know how much that kind of stuff costs. I've never demoed anything, but I want to give that a shot and see how well they handle hills. I want to see how well they do in wet grass, after a rainstorm. And I also want to see the quality of cut, man. I really do. Of course, I'm not going to be able to tell the complete quality of cut because it's not going to have a chute blocker on there. It will have a chute deflector. But, that's not that big of a deal, That's not a deal breaker when it comes to demoing, because you can pretty much imagine what grass clippings are going to look like. I'm sure it probably comes with either high lift or medium blades from the factory, but it'll give me an idea of how the mower does. But the main thing is I want to check the quality of cut, see how it does after a rainstorm, and see how it does on sloped yards. But that's going to happen. I am seriously contemplating doing that. And also, the Ride Standard X is a 61-inch mower. I am seriously debating on whether or not I should sell it and buy a 48-inch mower, or hang on to it, because you never know. But as of right now, I've lost so many yards this year, guys. I've only got 5 properties that I absolutely have to have the 61 on, and it's not paying for itself. I've had that mower for a little over a year now, and at the time it made a lot of sense because I had some monster properties, but I've lost a lot of those monster properties, and right now I only have 5 big properties that I have to have the 61 on. The other ones there's so many nooks and crannies in those yards that the 61 doesn't make sense. So yeah, I'm dealing with that, guys. I'm contemplating on what to do with that. And but anyway, guys, I hope y'all have an amazing day. And I'm sorry for venting and biting y'all's ears off this morning. And hope y'all get out there and crush it, man. I know I'm gonna damn sure try. It's already rained some, but I'm telling you, it looks like it's about to throw down. It looks like it's about to absolutely throw down. I've got 4 yards over here in the golf course community that I gotta mow, and I got one that is a scheduled property in the next neighborhood over from my house, and then I've got one in my neighborhood that I could not get done yesterday. But we're gonna see what happens. I really pray that I can get this stuff done, guys. Well, look here, man, I'll cut y'all back on the next one. Hope y'all have an amazing day, and y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. I'll let y'all. Bye.